Oakley dokley. You want to scoot in a little closer?
Well, let's see. I'm going to be turning away if I do this.
Oh wait, I've got the stream up in the background here. Muted. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So hello.
Here, this would be more focused on you and your reactions.
That's why I was like, turn it this way. Make it so that I can look at the camera while I am speaking.
Okay, here is
That's what we want.
mouse.
Okay.
I always go through all the menus when I first start a game.
This is like how you walk around the bar or any venue once you enter.
Yeah, so when I go into an arcade or something, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like do a lap and sort of like survey the land before I like settle down and like camp out at a particular machine. Before I get married, so to speak, to an arcade game, because then I have to get abruptly divorced, just like IRL. Hey, well, hello there. Welcome to the stream of the Arcade Spirits demo. I played this. This was one of my first streams, and I actually had a really fantastic time. And I mentioned you on the stream, so
and it's driven me nuts ever since.
I figured this would be a great game for us to play, especially since we've been playing Hotiful Boyfriend, and I've been
which is the best dating sim ever. I'm sorry,
pigeons. I mean, until this is released, it'll be the best dating sim until Arcade Spirits is
These
released.
will fulfill different roles.
Okay, well,
unless this is. Does this game have murder?
Murder?
Does this game have murder?
This is just a demo. I can't release any of that information.
So I just want to say, if you add murder, I will advertise this game because I love a good dating novel where it just ends up that we're all gonna fucking die and there's no point in our lives, and actually we've already like taken someone else's identity, things like that. I love it. So
okay, well,
just
actually,
some
if you go to in the menu here, if you go to preferences,
can you add extra
you've got
murder?
Display interface, and then you've got murder, right? Alter choices for murder, and then transitions. This will actually transition everybody into pigeons.
Okay. I was like, don't go where I thought.
Oh, no. Why would I do that?
Okay.
Anyway,
Just
hello,
making sure.
Two Flower. Thank you so much for joining us again. This is going to be a good time. Okay. So I'm going to just leave it to you. Oh, I changed the preferences to pixel. I don't know what that means, but when pixel's an option, pixel is what I choose.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So we're just
Here,
well,
you can move. You can point the direction of the robo-dick in different ways.
But this thing only goes. Oh, whatever. Following is a work of fiction.
Yeah,
really?
Well, they have to say that because sometimes they use real names of stuff. Like you'll see they use the actual names of things, and then they have trademarks. That screen gives me like flashbacks from when I used to just put so many quarters into Street Fighter 2.
Oh, it gave me flashbacks to something else. It was drugs.
Oh, it was drugs. Hello! Thank you so much for joining us, Mecha Guy.
Oh,
that's
hey.
One of
that's
dudes?
Leo. Alright.
Okay, you want? I'll do the
Go ahead.
voices. Hello! My name is Iris. I'm your personal digital assistant. I'll be getting you ready to experience one day in the life of the exciting world of arcade management.
No, thank you.
Yay!
I've already been there. Alright.
You have been there? Did you work in an arcade or just GameStop? She worked at GameStop. She was the GameStop girl that people write songs about.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, there's like a song about the GameStop girl. I think it's a meme.
Oh.
We'll find it. We'll link it afterwards, or I won't.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't work in the mall.
I promise it'll be exciting. Really, trust me. 99.97% exciting minimum.
Also, I was more referencing the fact that I used to manage tournaments inside of arcades.
Oh yeah, she was the tournament organizer. My condolences. to
yeah,
GameStop.
this little 15-year-old used to come in and like get second.
Yes, I would get second, but I would eventually win if everyone was busy at something else. But before we begin, can you please tell me a bit about yourself? Your name, what you look like, your credit card number, social security number, mother's maiden name, etc. That sort of thing. So you get to customize name, the pronoun.
Well, the first thing we're doing.
That's exactly where I went too. The first time that I saw this, I was like, "Fuck yes!" If there's an option for they, then like absolutely.
I'll admit, I'm fucking white as shit. I'm the whitest Mexican you'll know. Of course, I'm going to just make this look kind of like me. Oh,
blue hair. What? I don't know. I feel like the colors need to be labeled because like I'm colorblind, and so I can't really tell like, oh, is this blue or is this purple or whatever.
It is blue.
I mean, I trust you that it's blue, but I'm saying like when I play it by myself or when I buy the full release in 2019. I need as many colorblind options as possible.
I like how this is like the NB getup anyway.
The NB? What does that mean?
Non-binary.
Oh. I'm so old. You gotta explain things to your dad here.
It's okay. It's okay, Dad.
Okay. Got some blue hair. We got a hoodie there. I mean, like the hoodie. Yeah, that's what I looked like. That's what I looked like when I was 15, when you met me. And that's.
These are the
anyway. So she's setting this up. Oh yeah, you need the keyboard probably. What do you want? You got it.
You can guess what I want.
Is your last name going to be No Fooly though?
It depends on how much.
Oh no! Why not? Oh, okay, cool. All right, we just hit like a thingy. Okay.
I don't know how to use Windows. I've never used it. No.
Normally Windows just open and close. Juli Ju. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Name Juli Ju. Pronoun they. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. You get to voice yourself though. Okay, for the purposes of this demo, we'll jump right into the middle of your first day on the job. What? You wanted training? No time. It's sink or swim. Here we go. Wow, that took a quick turn.
Yeah, what was that?
In the distant future, year 20XX, and yesterday I was unemployed. Today I'm actually unemployed. Today I'm technically back in the working class. Oh, this is you. You could say this.
Oh, I can't believe I let that weird girl app who lives in my phone talk me into this.
That's me.
Do I just, like, trust girls that sling, like, job offers out of apps all the time? Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I needed a job. But working in an arcade? Seriously? What is this? 1999? Here in the year 2000, definitely not in 1999, video arcades are pretty mainstream. Like going out to the movies or grabbing pizzas. Is this supposed to be the future? This sounds like normal world.
No, you'll see.
Although back in 1980X, we were narrowly avoided a video game crash, which might have destroyed the whole industry. It dodged a bullet there. Is this like where the ET games are?
Yeah, that's where ET is.
buried?
This is like a kind of alternate-ish reality.
Hey, you're not supposed to spoil it for me. I didn't spoil How to Full
It says it right there.
I wonder if there's some dystopian version of 2000XX where that happened. Truly the darkest timeline.
This is the darkest timeline.
But actually working in an arcade is risky, like working in a landmine factory. Particularly a little mom and pop place like the one that could go bankrupt any day now.
I'm sure he'll fit in just fine, dearie. Everybody here has a dream they're chasing. No doubt you'll find yours as well.
See, here your old people voices make sense. Is what she told me when I joined on with Francine's Arcade Funplex. My best friend in high school is named Francine. I don't know if working here is my dream exactly, though.
Harsh.
Truthfully, I haven't even been to an arcade in, let's see.
Flashback.
Oh, the hair is...
15 years. This is where I mentioned you. Because I was like, fun fact, 15 years ago, when I used to go to the arcade all the time and participate in the Dance Dance Revolution uprising, Juli here was a tournament organizer, or TO. Hey,
no one called
we're going to
that.
find out. Okay, maybe that's why a character is named that. We'll see.
Okay.
Anyway.
We met 15 years ago.
Yeah, I met 15 years ago when I dated your friend at the time.
Yep. But, well, how best can I put this?
Choices! Right away. Not like Hotful Boyfriend where you have to wait 13 days for a choice. This gives you a choice right immediately. This is every kid's dream come true. I'm willing to take this seriously. I'm looking for hope after so long. Why not? Let's do this. Or I can go with the flow. Okay, well, there we go.
Did I get a point? Whatever, I can run with this. I can go with the flow. It's sort of my mantra. No matter how weird or dismal life gets, go with the flow. Hasn't failed me yet. This is accurate. Apparently this means I'm a basic bitch, though, so I don't know how I feel
it's
about it.
It's a basic choice. I don't think it's saying you're basic.
The fist of discomfort.
That's my favorite
Snack runner. Aw, snack. At least my first day has been pretty quiet. No customer service crises for me to deal with. Just a bunch of regulars playing their usual games, and of course, my coworkers. Oh, this will begin.
Although the chat box is not displaying on the screen here, but that's fine. Two Flower says, "See, now you have me imagining Che on a T-shirt emblazoned on a DDR arrow." Yeah, so there's like a fist of discomfort probably, and then there's like an arrow in the background, and it's like, yeah, DDR uprising. Oh, is it off to the side?
Yeah, I'll fix it for you. 'Cause I'm good.
Thank you for fixing it. You'll notice that the stream overlay is much nicer. That's because Julie did that.
That's because I can see colors, so he said, you. I went too far.
Oh, no, too far.
Okay, this is like really slow.
Yeah, just, you don't have to go pixel by pixel.
Well, it won't drag otherwise because we're literally on the stream. I think that's why. This guy has a clicky keyboard. Anyway, he's like, hey, you can see color. You get to choose this.
Okay.
All right. So this is my How to Full Boyfriend one. Though it's all like fucked up right now because we didn't design it with the text box and order.
Oh, do you want to move? Do you want to change something?
Yeah, I would actually.
Okay.
One moment.
Drag it around.
One moment, guys.
No.
Okay, I see what's in here. 1 second. Just these two. Alright, these guys are going over here. And then, where are we?
Webcam. That's just, yeah.
Is there going to be pictures up here?
Yeah, there'll be people kind of all throughout there. We can make the game smaller, and then we can put ourselves in the corner.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. Oops. Alrighty. Yeah, that's what I did last time.
Yeah, I messed. Don't let me touch anything. I messed it all up. I don't know.
Alright, in that case. Sorry, this one was pretty impromptu. We did not have.
Oh, I was.
For this.
I think the camera's a little.
1 sec.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Anyway, I'm going to tell a story while we do this. So, I was playing Dance Dance Revolution competitively at the bowling alley near my house that I would just walk to all the time. I would be like, I'd find $1 as like a 15-year-old. I'd find $1, and then I'd be like, well, this is 2 games of the Dance Dance. So I would go play Dance Dance Revolution. I realize now as a way of like dealing with my depression. Because DDR kind of like you can't really focus on anything else. Like you just have to be in the zone or like this sort of Zen-like flow when you're playing DDR. And so I played it a lot. Mostly just like by myself. And then suddenly people were like, we're doing a tournament here. And I was like, okay. But what did it cost to enter the tournament? It's like
it's only like $5.
Yeah, but that's hard for me to come up with. So I think
we
the first
let
time
you in. My boyfriend ran it.
Okay, well, I didn't know you at the time, and I wasn't dating Linda yet, so
now you do. So okay, all right. I think
okay. So organize DDR tournaments again, please. I won't win.
No, they're having them. I keep trying to get him to go to the DDRA tournaments at Dave and Buster's, which is the only place I am. And he's like, no. What if I see someone from my past? I was like, of course you will.
You're someone from my past. No, I'd probably be fine now. Okay, the next one I'll go to. The next DDR tournament I'll go to.
Yeah.
I just got to get fit AF first. Okay.
I mean, you'll be fine. This guy is good at the DDR. Trust me on this one. Here's Naomi Fairchild, our techie. She fixes up these old 1980X games which are constantly breaking down. Hey, Naomi.
Big mood. Oh, Julie, it's you. Hey.
This is the one you wanted to romance, right?
You would think. Wait, did I end up romancing this one? I think
I saw you'll
see. Yeah, I want to be her. I don't want to romance her. I want to be her.
Yeah, it looks like how you make your character look.
That's how I'd make my character look, yeah. Suspiciously like my ex-wife, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Shush.
That's why I knew this one was yours. Let me just rip a fat vape for that one now.
Settling in okay? No problems. Did you have lunch yet? Can you pass me that multimeter before the power supply on this game melts down?
Sure. Here you go.
Thanks. Figured since it's quiet in here today, I'd do some work on the floor. Although I should probably go grab some replacement parts. Excuse me. There you go.
Hey, it's the Dream Daddy guy.
Dream Daddy. That's going to be the next dating sim we play, is Dream Daddy.
Next up is Percy Sinclair, our world record high score chaser on Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, the hottest arcade title of 1980X. He's been working on hitting that goal ever since coming over here from England, as far as I know, possibly without food or sleep.
I mean, he doesn't look like without food, though. Look at him.
Yeah,
I'm not body shaming him, but, like, that's you. I'm just saying, like, look, he's got distinctly a, like,
maybe he was
in
larger than that before he came here from England. Maybe he's wasting the fuck away. Hey, Percy, do you need anything? Like a snack or some water? Please don't die here. This isn't a net cafe, and this is not Korea, so it's not okay for you to just keel over after working for 48 hours on one game. I'm making the rounds.
No, I'm quite well, thank you.
Is this your British accent?
I have several.
Do you get jobs this way?
No. I mean, I was in a professional production of Calendar Girls, but that's a Yorkshire accent. That's different.
I want to hear that accent. I don't know what that is. Okay. I have no idea what it will be, so please surprise me with it at some point. How long have you been standing there? Don't you need to go to the bathroom eventually? Haven't you seen King of Kong, Julie? Anyway.
Let's see. That's what extra arrives are for. I appreciate the concern, love, but I'll be just fine. Thanks for the inquiry, mind you. How about that?
That was amazing.
All right.
I
like it.
Next, I swing by our Fist of Discomfort machine,
Discomfort,
which always has some fierce competition going down between esports pros and wannabe. So, esports pros come here. Oh, all right, yeah.
Esports pros definitely come here.
This checks out.
Yeah.
In case it wasn't clear, the one on the left is the pro, Queen Bee, representing L7 Gaming, a prestigious FOD team.
She needs, like, tattoos. She needs more L7 swag.
I like how she's dressed like the Killer Queen.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. That's exactly, that's what she's a reference to.
That's the
you
joke.
Got it. You got it.
I know.
You're much smarter than I am.
Games
I didn't get it.
you
I had to
do.
talk to people and be like, wait, is this a this thing?
I'm sure that never happened. That conversation didn't happen. She even uses a portable rig of webcams and lights to stream her matches on the internet.
Oh, we should do that for DDR.
Well, that's what I'm going to do next week. The Funplex is basically her personal broadcast studio.
Because you're going to Dragon Con.
I'm going to Dragon Con next week, so
make sure to follow.
I'm going to stream Tokyo Tech. Make sure to follow me on Juli Nofuli. Thank you. You need anything, Queen Bee? Doing rounds. Dude, is this an arcade where they'll, like, get you drinks and shit? Because the arcades I went to, you had to go buy that. And it wasn't allowed.
This is people take care of the regulars. Also, it's your first day, so you don't really know. You might be giving away shit for free.
No, I'm... Oh, no. Fuck.
Yeah, you can do this one.
There's no fucking way this is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even fucking connect.
Yep.
Rando counter-racing.
It's me. Oh, who cares? This isn't a tournament. I'm taking the win.
This guy's the rando? Yeah, sorry, not happening. Did I mention I happened to buy an extra ultimate technique scroll from the item store? Take this! You get to use an item store in this game?
Yeah, it's pay to win. What? How did you defeat me? Gosh. Oh! That's awesome.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't remember that from the first time I played it.
GG, scrub. Okay, alright, I love her. Well,
this Ashley. Wow, Queen Bee's really going at him today.
There's a lot to take in on this one.
I like this.
Would you like some cultural explanation?
Yeah, give me some cultural explanation.
Oh god, this is shoujo AF right here. So like,
what's shoujo?
Shoujo is what we call comics for girls in Japan. Like Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon. This is Sailor Moon's full name, which means like pretty girl. So anyway, like this is like definitely shoujo art reference. Only it's also kind of Gakko and Handsome, which is like where they. what's an opioid? Yeah.
Watch Shoujo punish him. Yeah, she's my cultural.
And this I'm pretty sure is a Sailor Jupiter patch, like because that's the Jupiter sign. But yeah, this is pretty kawaii. That's Ashley. She works the floor alongside me, solving any arcadey type problems. So this is a dating game set in an arcade, and this is also the most women I've seen working in an arcade at 2.5 so far, which is at least 2 canon, probably more. Like, how would anything get done in this arcade instead of just being a den of sexual harassment?
Oh, we'll get.
Am I part of the sexual harassment den?
You do become. I mean, I haven't played the full demo. I'm not sure. Like, there might be bonus rounds where you're handling legal paperwork and you have to make choices. But I don't think there's. You're very tasteful in your romancing.
Thank you. Oh wait, you do this one.
I wonder if annihilating every single person who walks up to the game is really helping the arcade in the long run.
Yeah, that means they're slipping in coins. Ashley, Jesus.
I mean, she has to make it close so they play again. She shouldn't just like destroy them.
You tell me. I'm new here. I don't know anything about anything.
mood. At the very least, it's entertaining to watch. Hey, thanks for covering the floor. I need to head back and work on my Pinky costume.
Oh, man.
Oh, you wait. The head keeps falling off.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
She's the cosplaying one. Probably going to be in some kind of...
There you go, right there. You just said it.
Like,
you're doing what I did with Hot Awful Boyfriend, where you say the things right before they appear on screen.
I already watched the highlight stream that you did on this before, so I kind of know.
No,
I didn't see
this one. A cosplayer's work is never finished. Ashley Wolf, away!
Yeah, this girl is a Patreon.
She slides off on roller skates. She's what?
She has a Patreon.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely does.
And lastly, we have...
Oh, yeah. This is the guy that I dream about now.
This is the one this is in the highlights reel, and, like... I was like, why isn't there more of this guy showing?
Well, because apparently I didn't make those choices, but I did make, like, a romance... I just didn't post it, but I did cut together, like, a super cut of me taking it all in. Okay, yes, you. Go ahead.
So,
oh, wait.
Hello. Having a look. Like,
no, I want to do this.
You be the dance game boy, please.
Dance game boy. Hello. Having a lovely day. Not as half as lovely as you, I should add.
I love him. I hate his hair, but I love him. Who is a big old flirt? Just the rounds, like Gavin told me to do. Nothing special going on.
He has a compulsive, like, laughing thing. Well, if you ever want to show me your moves. Show me your moves. You know where to find me.
Oh, right. How could I forget about Gavin? He's the business manager. Well, he doesn't own the place, but close enough. They let him wear ripped jeans to work.
Oh, I didn't notice he's got ripped jeans down there.
Yeah, he does. Ms. Jewel. Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Anderson.
I trust you first day is going well, no issues. All's quiet on the Western Front. Good. Only a few more hours till closing. With any luck, we can escape today in a reasonably profitable state and live to see another day.
Super uplifting.
Oh, yeah.
You know it's your first day, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got the head fixed. Her voice totally changed. She's got a Pinky voice. She's got, like, a voice that she does specifically for Pinky, so. I got the head fixed. Look.
Ah, yes, that's the semi-terrifying mascot of the Funplex. Pinky the Funplex Flamingo. I nearly went into a cardiac arrest the first time I saw that. I like how her eyes don't come out the beak. They don't come out the mouth. Like, like when I used to, my first job was, like, being Chuck E. Cheese. And, you would just see through, like, the mouth screen. But then sometimes if the kids were little, they'd look up and they could see your eyes just, like, through the mouth screen. And it's, like, extra terrifying for them. Because then it looks like Chucky ate someone whole. But then also it looks like not only did he eat someone, he ate, like, a depressed teenager who's, like, very sweaty. And, like, and he's so dead behind the eyes. Like, he's not even pleading, like, help me or help me get out of here. He's just like, this might as well happen. Okay.
Next time we get a bunch of kids here, I'll be ready.
Oh, if only there was a birthday party or something.
And I'm happy to announce our Joust trademark is fixed at last. I did have to order a few more replacement parts for Gauntlet trademark, though. It went down moments later.
Typical. Well, all in all, still not a bad day. Not a bad first day for you, Julie. And that was my first day.
There, you beat the demo. Good job.
Hope you had fun.
Yay. Wow. We win. JK.
By the way, I booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
By the way.
A slightly different accent and confusion. The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me. Vaguely. This is very me. Like, vaguely.
Like, I'm kind of concerned.
I'm not that concerned. It's my first day. It won't be my fault.
I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
Were we going to close at like 4 p.m.
That's
or something?
That's what I said too, yeah.
A birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask?
It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again and have the youthful joy for life and not waking up to find out all of your friends are dying all around you, and what is the kids these days being on their phones all the time, and why is food so spicy now? 5-year-olds? I like the music here.
Naomi starts pulling her hair, eyes wide and trembling.
throwing ski balls overhand into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, putting chewing gum into the coin slots, pulling at my costume, tearing off pieces of it.
Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before.
Don't tell us what to do.
It's our entire fucking business.
You're not my real daddy. Doom. Trademark. It's the end is nigh. Well, I hate to get in the way of all the fun. Time for my afternoon anyway. And my afternoon nap. Not a whole afternoon.
Time for an afternoon.
Afternoon. Have fun, dears.
Like, retreat.
Don't trust Francine.
Is she the evil doctor in this
You
one?
can romance the shit out of Francine.
Murder this bird?
Yeah. There's pink feathers everywhere.
Right, battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desks so I can oversee operations and not do any of the real work. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage.
Yeah.
Julie, roaming duty, looking for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves.
That's right.
They're coming.
That's you.
I'm just listening to the sounds.
No, the sounds are good. Those little kids.
Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly, children. The only thing worse than a rapist is a child.
Are there any references you see here? I don't know anything. There's like a cute fox and a cute heart, but
I think this is just like what children are supposed to look like.
Okay, children are like normie.
Yeah, it's just like a mixture of children.
Fucking hate the kid with a hat.
There's like a ginger even.
Hate that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I never noticed that. I don't really see color, so I don't really see that it had red hair.
So basically, they aren't all white, which is of note.
Yeah.
Because this is the world we live in where we're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Anyway. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their games on.
What are those?
Your hands in the way, or even just pretend to be playing. I already know you have an issue with this chick bringing in the tokens.
I have an issue with this chick.
It's in the highlights reel.
Okay.
Someone can see it on YouTube.
Okay.
The crew assumes battle stations. Naomi by the fragile pinball machines. Ashley near the door, trying to distract the incoming kids. To greet them, Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults. Beats waiting in line at the change machine. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Teo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them, which means they're free to romance.
That's the character. Teo is the character I was like, oh, is it Teo? But I didn't want it to be like uncle, because I don't want to like romance my uncle, like in SPL.
I assumed it
Teo,
was I don't know.
But Teo, like tournament organizer, is what I thought. But I don't know if he organizes tournaments. But
Probably not.
I've been saying Teo. Okay.
I'm assuming it's Teo. Kind of like if it was an A, it would be a Tea, like Tea Leone. So Teo. I don't know. Whatever. He's of indeterminate origin. Keen on getting ahead of the surge of kitties, I guess. That's all very well and good, but I got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty,
Big mood.
Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos is multiplied. Well, this sounds like a very easy job. Am I only getting like $8 an hour here or something?
The minimum wage in the future, because it's not the dystopian future that we actually live in, the minimum wage is livable. You start at $15 an hour and then move on. Otherwise, these people would be,
everything would cost less.
You wouldn't be able to romance any of these people if you're getting minimum wage, because after work they'd all go to their third and fourth jobs. So it has to be higher pay.
They might have just made the cost of living lower instead of
in the future.
Higher. Yeah.
Well, proportionally, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be done.
But anyway, it's better than our
landlords
current
didn't exist. Anyway.
Yeah.
Enough about my political alignment. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. We didn't want to trademark Frogger. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Julie, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these do I want to tackle first, though?
2 kids fighting over a box of cupcakes near Naomi and Ashley. An angry adult shouting at a kid near Teo and Queen Bee. Or a little girl crying about stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin.
I want to go see the dance game guy. The sounds of hardship called to me from the fast cars.
I avoided this.
Why are they always next to the dance games?
The racing games?
They're always there. We're always sitting on the racing games.
I have to assume that this is a universe modeled after an actual arcade, because Yeah, you absolutely sit on Fast Cars 5 while you're, like, sitting near a fan or waiting for your turn at Showtime dance. Yeah. Showtime stage.
Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs, and I hope beyond hope that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now is not the time to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on. Stat. As I get closer to the revving engines and the clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown-ass woman berating a cowering boy.
Oh, shit. I haven't seen any of this, so this is all new to me.
I
did it.
Admit it! I know what you did, you brat! You manipulated my precious son and put his tokens in your game!
Go fuck yourself!
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am, but that's just because of my low self-esteem, because I grew up in an abusive household with domestic violence. I'm sorry.
Children like you are the absolute worst. Garbage.
You were a child like me once. Also garbage.
Ma'am, keep your voice down. There's no need to shout at a child, no less.
Yeah, tell this lady to go fuck
What's
herself.
going on here? This jerk of a boy told my sweetest beyond sweet Josh that he should put his own tokens into the racing machine so he could play it for free. Josh earned these tokens from his own allowance, and I won't let some devil child steal his money.
Fucking libertarian.
Not my good Christian suburbs.
We're gonna be all fucking...
He earned them. Let's take a moment to calm down, okay? Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Teo out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated, and Teo has buried his face in his hand. Actually, now that I stop to think about it, they might have some insight.
Yeah, pauses that be like, excuse me, angry lady, I gotta go talk to some other people.
I need to go talk to someone romanceable. Unless you're romanceable.
Hey, angry mom, I see you're single here.
The racing games are right next to the Showtime stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point of the whole thing if he was dancing on this. Alright, so whenever I'm playing DDR, and some children are fighting on the initial D next to me, I definitely look away from the game to see what they did. Like, I'm sure none of this happened.
I like focus harder. I like stomp louder.
Yeah, well, you stomp on the kids once they get close to them.
I go, hey, come here, I got a secret for you. And I go, put your hand right there on that arrow. And then I just destroy their hand.
Just by the way, Queen Bee's brows are furrowed. I can tell something is not sitting right with her.
Look at that, picking up on, like, body language and social cues. It's not like me.
I could ask one of them for their help. You can pick up on social cues. Or I could try to solve this one by myself.
Consult Queen Bee. Ask oh, we didn't get to see all this. You're like, fuck it, Queen Bee. Bring Queen Bee into
the last one was obviously like, do it yourself.
I just do everything
Since
myself.
Queen Bee has been consumed by rage, I bet she knows what's really going on here.
She's like, we'll challenge you to a game of Fist of Discomfort.
I wave her over to join us. Oh, wait. I wave her over to join us. I attempt to reach out to her for guidance. Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but I think that lady is a fucking no-good piece of shit! No, not helping. This is, in fact, the furthest away from helping I could ever envision. Damn, I made the wrong choice.
Oh, I mean, this is how you want your day to go. This is the right choice. Two Flower says everyone picks Queen Bee, but that's because she's badass.
Yeah.
I always pick Teo, but that's because I wanted to see his abs.
I should have, but I want.
No, that's fine. There'll be chances. You don't have to commit to one.
The kid runs away to avoid the loud people as I try my best to defuse the situation.
You can go. There's like a polyamorous route. I don't know if that's true, but
that's not true. That boy did nothing wrong. Nothing.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you pardon.
How dare you?
There's no way I'm getting a word between these two.
Fight.
I sigh and resign myself to watching it play out. How dare I? How fucking dare you for yelling at that kid? I don't care if he did what you claim or not. You've got no right to traumatize him over a jam.
Liu Kang.
She's fucking like staying up.
He's a thief, and he'll grow up to be a no good Democrat, a criminal.
That still doesn't fucking matter. Do you honestly think, like, take a single fucking second of your life and really think that shouting at a child is an effective way to handle this? Like, I grew up in this.
You can't tell me how I should act. This is Trump's America.
Is it? I was hoping this was not the dystopian future. That's not a real answer. Why not try asking the boy what happened before you jumped down his throat? She should say, I don't care if we have our first female president by now. You can't tell me what to do. Shut up and listen before you assume you know everything.
What? That's not... Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
I am the nemesis of evildoers.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Righter of Wrongs.
Wow. Yeah. If the president's Billy Mitchell, if you've also seen, go watch the documentary King of Kong, everybody who hasn't seen it. Anyway.
I referenced that earlier.
I know you did. I know. I'm bringing it up again, but I'm saying it's on Netflix too, I think.
Yeah, but you've never
or your local video store, like a Blockbuster or Hollywood Video.
Anyway, Righter of Wrongs. The rising star of Lucky 7. Queen Bee poses in her trademark pose.
What's that pose?
I hope it's like...
Oh, she's like a 7? She's like a dab? Because she dabs into like a shape of a 7?
Do like a JoJo pose? Something?
I have to move the camera to get all our poses in there.
Anyway.
7
I can't JoJo pose while sitting. I don't know. The one and only Queen Bee.
Yeah, that's exactly. That was it.
The Queen Emerald laugh. There's like a certain voice actress that does that laugh, and she always like does villainesses. So like, that's
perfect.
In the name of the Funplex, I'll punish you.
Aw, yeah. Give her the old fist of discomfort. Well, I've never had anyone stand up for themselves around me in all my years. You're far worse than that impudent child.
You're too tall for me to boss around.
Also,
Josh,
you're not a white person. Josh, come on. Josh, get over here and punch this lady in the crotch. We're leaving this horrible arcade. We're going back to the real arcades like Dave and Buster's. Well, that's one way to handle it.
That's one way to handle it. The woman scoops up her child and storms out of the front door. I don't think we'll see her or her son ever again.
I mean, not to be like the owner of the arcade or anything, but Queen Bee, we've got like 4 customers, right? Most of our income comes from the employees spending their money in the arcade.
I don't think, well, yeah, wait. Once they're gone, Queen Bee turns her attention back to me. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey. Two Flowers says, I love that the villain of this game is basically Dave and Buster's. That's correct. Dave and Buster's is like all garbage iPhone app games like Doodle Jump and Angry Birds and Temple Run.
All arcades are like that except for Round 1.
Yeah, except good, like decent ones like the Arcade Funplex we're at currently. And then also they do that idea. It's like gambling, so it's basically casino training for kids. That Dave and Buster's is, and then with all the tickets and prizes and things, and then they do that idea of like abstraction, where it's like money's not money because we took your $20, we put it into 1,642 credits. Each game is like fractions of a credit, and so by the end you've like, I have like $1.67 on my card, and I can't play any games with it. At least when you go to an arcade and you have nickels, there's a nickelcade, or you have quarters, you at least leave with quarters. And this, you have a card that you put in your wallet, and then you fucking go, what is this? Okay.
I don't know. I think Round 1 is a pretty sustainable dynamic, because at least it doesn't break it down into fractions, but it does use cards. But they're actually like bringing out like arcade machines from Japan.
When I was in California playing DDR around Southern California at like Arcade Infinity, rest in peace, Arcade Infinity, there was a nickel arcade that we went to. Nickel arcade, and nickel like arcade. A pocket full of nickels, and Dance Dance Revolution was the worst idea that I think I'd ever seen. But also because you got to pump in like $1.50 of nickels into this thing. Anyway, go be Queen Bee. Look at that face. Look at that fucking face.
Ugh, people like that really fucking piss me off. I don't know what that was. My blood is still boiling. Oh, hey, thanks for the backup. Even though you called me over here. You're welcome. I really didn't do much of anything. Yeah, well, I knew you had my back, kid. Finger guns. I can sense that you're like me. I can't stand to see people get screamed at. Actually, I'm okay with it. As long as it ain't me. I am a grown-ass non-binary person, and I will cry if you scream at me. It sucks. Oh, she's gonna cry too. She got screamed at. Queen Bee's whole aura changed from her normal upbeat snark to being completely down in the dumps.
Did you just bum her out?
I like her shirt because it looks like the lids at Bubblebee, which is like the boba place I go to. It's cute. This is a side of her I haven't seen yet.
Also, you just met her today, so...
Fuck off. This is... she just looks so sad. But you yell at people all the time!
Queen Bee, are you doing okay? Or, I'm not going to pry.
Definitely... I know she looks really upset, but doesn't Queen Bee yell at all the time at... What did she call them? Fodder? Okay, I'm confused. You shout and scream at people all the time. How is this any different? I'm not yelling. I'm talking with passion.
That's what I say. I always have to say that. I'm an actor and I get excited.
Look, there's a difference, kid. Trust me. I speak and shout, all in good spirits.
In arcade, good spirits.
What that lady was doing was pure malice and vitriol. No one should ever be treated that way. Ever. Okay, show's over. You should go check on that boy. What boy?
That boy.
The boy?
The boy who was getting yelled at.
Shit.
The crying boy.
You're right.
Totally forgot.
I always... I love her. She's like, you're
what's
right. And then she says, I always am. Like, sometimes someone yesterday was at work, they're like, oh, Julie, you got 100 for Saturday. And I was like, I know, because it was like our net promoter score. And they were all like, what? And I was like, yeah, I fucking know. Like, I know, I'm always right. Like, I did right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to try to squeeze in a few more matches before quitting time. I'm out, kid.
And she flies away.
Takes one more moment to triangulate the safest path back to the fist of discomfort through a sea of children. After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kid, still shaken up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about that. Are you going to be okay? Do you have family?
I think so. I swear I didn't do anything.
Clever liar.
The other kid just came up out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot, and that's just a metaphor. It wasn't about real tokens. After I lost, I got off the game and I offered it to him, and he just ran away.
What the fuck?
Your story doesn't match up, kid. Your story doesn't match up.
And then that woman approached you and started yelling. That doesn't make sense.
The boy nods, wipes his snotty nose on his sleeve. Good, now keep your sleeve away from the games.
Well, if it's any consolation, the bad lady is gone now. And I don't think she's going to ever come back.
Good.
Especially after the way Queenie burned her.
It was a sick burn.
The boy, cheeks still streaked with tears, lets a smile spread on his face.
Thank you. Tell the other lady thanks for sticking up for me, too.
Okay. I nod and the boy
Scurry.
rejoined some of his other friends.
He does not have other friends.
Yeah, I was like, really? That sounds
right.
unusual.
That's sorted out.
I only got time to deal with one more problem, though.
Oh.
Which one? Oh,
All
there's
right.
only so many
You've
problems.
got the one of the two kids fighting over a box of cupcakes near Naomi and Ashley. Or a little girl crying about stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin.
Who the fuck's Percy?
Percy is he plays the Moopy Magic Maze game. He's the British guy. And Gavin is the Rip Jeans, accountant guy. And then Naomi and Ashley, those are the other arcade employees.
Yeah, let's find out about them, I guess. I'm not very...
I can smell disaster on the wind, and it smells sweet.
As in, I can smell that box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left near the ticket desk, with kids swarming around it, scavenging for their favorite icing colors. Sugar culture. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought one of those ice blob cakes was superior to actual birthday cake. But there's clearly larger issues at stake than that. I want chocolate! Don't take all the chocolate!
I want 2 cupcakes! Give me 2 cupcakes! Give me 2! Trump 26.
No fair! Everyone gets one and mine's gotta be chocolate!
No!
Of course, the kid at the front grabs the last one.
That's right, this is mine. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers!
The parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and the weather and the PTA stuff. Who's really complaining about the weather? Do you guys even live in Arizona?
No.
Do you know... Guess how hot it is right now? It's 103 degrees.
But it's a dry heat.
No. Anyway. Meaning, when the first cupcake is thrown, nobody's there to stop it.
Stop it!
I want chocolate! As blobby wads of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over to the coin-op games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. Naomi, who's been busy trying to unjam a joystick one of the kids waggled too hard, looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way. As does Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is nice and inviting target for flying confectionery. Act fast, Julie!
You gotta save Naomi's game, save Ashley's costume, or try to save them both. Save Ashley's costume.
Quickly, I hurl myself into action. Get down! Oh, sick. This is sick.
Get down, Miss Ashley!
No! numbness sets in as multiple rounds of frosting-coated mortar fire impact against my body.
I'm allergic.
And when I finally hit the ground, my clothes are totally ruined. Does that mean I get to take them off? No. Does that mean I get to wear the bird suit?
That would be a great
But alas,
twist.
my noble self-sacrifice could not save them both.
Oh, Naomi, no. Naomi. I just think of, like, I think I saved Naomi because, one...
She looks like your wife.
No, not because she looks like my wife, my ex-wife, but she looks like who I want to be. Like, if I got to create my character when I was a kid, and they were like, oh, you get to be this, like... hip as fuck woman with ponytail and bangs and glasses, and you get to fucking fix arcade games all day, I'd be like, yes, I want that life. Please let me start that character. But instead, I'm like, cisgendered
They don't tell you
heterosexual
what
white
you
man.
do with your life whenever you're born. It's just the body.
You didn't have a character
just
creation
focusing on
screen
the
before
body.
you were born? I had a character creation
Well,
screen.
you
hard to
you create the character and then
you.
you choose your job class and level it up.
Oh,
so she could have done it either.
I must have just like kept hitting the space bar because I somehow ended up as actor is terrible. No, the game. Also, I wanted to defend the source of income for this arcade.
Fuck that. Right. She's a cosplayer. What if she's made
just
this out of real birds?
She's an expense.
She had to wait till 50 flamingos died so that she could ethically source the feathers for this. Okay, like that takes a while.
She'll never forget. Look at those eyes. Those eyes tell you she'll never forget what she did to those birds. The Joust trademark she was working on has its controlled splattered with icing.
Just unplug it.
Including sugary slime dumped right into the exposed joystick she was fixing. No!
I'm just going to pick the things that you wouldn't pick.
You have been so far.
New.
But Ashley at my side is in an instant. Ooh. Juli! No! Damn you, unjust universe!
I kind of love her. Ashley, it's so cold.
Lie still, Juli. I won't let you die on me.
I'm not dying. The ice is just kind of cold and sticky and gross.
Yeah. Oh, well. That's okay then. Be sticky and gross. Bye!
By this point, the lackadaisical parents have finally noticed the pastry wars and are busy rounding up the combatants for various scoldings. Naomi's near tears as she affixes an out-of-order sign to the screen with sticky tape. It feels like putting a death shroud over it.
Oh, man. I just fixed this game.
I think it's weird because this is literally... Naomi is literally what I looked like before I dyed my hair blue and cut it this short. Like, that's what I looked like. Like, I was looking at photos from, 4 years ago. And that's what I look like.
But then you also say that that's what my ex-wife looked like?
Yeah, no.
So you look like my ex-wife.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed before, and I've worried about.
That scans. I mean, I've pretty much just dated the same woman ever since my first high school girlfriend. I mean, not Linda. I don't really count her, but this woman Taryn. Everyone looks just like her. Like these. Anyway, that's fine. I'm gonna stop talking about my life.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I didn't look like that when we met, and I don't know how far back you looked on my Facebook.
I didn't. I don't think I did.
Yeah.
I just fixed this thing, and I got icing in my hair and in my work apron. Ugh.
This is literally my hair.
Gross.
Right before the haircut 2 days ago.
Back to the workshop, I guess. Wouldn't want it to plug it into the wall like this. There might be an electrical short or an electrical tall.
Oh, sorry. My body's not really wide enough to cover both of you properly. I'm on a diet.
I don't think your job contract covers cupcake
There's
defense.
a contract?
So, you did more than you had to. I don't blame you. Now, where's that Dolly? Dolly Parton?
Figuring it's the least I can do, I quickly help her move the game to the back room. Naomi follows to get cracking on repairs.
Wow, they got you really good, didn't they? Oh, hey, I wonder if you have superpowers now. Are you like a cupcake person? Cupcake
what?
they, cupcake they,
Nani?
does whatever a cupcake they does. Well, most superheroes have some tragic accident in their backstory. One of them, one which gives them abilities beyond that of mortal man, woman, or non-binary person. Young Juli Jew, a shiftless and directionless 20-something, 30-something, cut down in their prime by a cupcake
17?
onslaught.
I'm 17. I'm clearly 17. This is my dad.
Hello.
When we met 15 years ago,
15 years
when
ago,
he
you were a
adopted
child.
me.
Yes, you were organizing tournaments, DDR
He
tournaments when you were
adopted
2
me,
years
I was
old.
2.
Yeah.
there are some people that were brought by like really like when they're really young and they're still around. Happens in DJing too. And there's like people who DJ'd when they're 7.
Well, those kids whose dad wrote that article on us, like,
yeah,
they were really young, and now
those
they're
kids
like
were like 11, and now they're Buzzard and Xanath on like Twitter and do like podcasts and stuff.
Cut down there, primed by a cupcake onslaught. Wakes up the next day to find out they've obtained the strength and speed of a cupcake. Wait, no, that doesn't work. No, instead, they can summon cupcakes to do their bidding. Together with an army of sugary delights, they fight crime. Coming this fall from Marvel Studios. What do you think? You better say you fucking like it. Amazing! I think that might actually sell. I like it. Green light it and have Zack Snyder direct. No. All that fame and fortune. I'd burn out in a year. Get Zack Snyder to direct.
Have Chris Pratt and Naomi Watts star with Gilbert Gottfried and Cuppy the Talking Cupcake. Oh, God.
Yeah! I'm Cuppy the Talking Cupcake. You sure your true calling isn't movie production?
Quit hitting
I'll
me,
have my
Ashley.
people call your people and they'll do lunch. But seriously, let's do lunch. Thank you. You didn't have to take that mess for me, but you did. And I really appreciate it. I'll cover the floor a little extra while you go change, okay?
No, clean up the floor.
I'll clean up the...
Don't put the cupcakes on the floor. No.
I'll eat all these cupcakes while no one's watching.
No problem. Be seeing you. With a brief nod from Gavin, I snatched one of the official Funplex t-shirts to replace my cupcake top. Oh. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe icing off of my pants, I'm ready to go again. 2 problems in the can. Now to deal with the crying kid by the skee-ball machines. Oh, she's gone.
Good.
Well, whatever.
Well, crap.
Percy looks up briefly from clearing level 78 of Moopy.
What was I doing? I was doing like a Yorkshire accent?
Yeah.
I'm looking for that girl. I think her parents took her home. Party turned sour for her, I suppose.
Chat, I wasn't fast enough.
You can't be everywhere at once, Juli. Cheer up, love. You're still doing better than that last guy who stood there at your post.
Wait, who?
He died.
Seconded. I saw you deal with that obnoxious parent, and with the cupcake war. You did well today. Seeing Gavin actually smiling is super weird. But I'm not going to say no to praise from my sub-boss. He's the mid-boss. Things seem to be cooling down. I suggest you take a few minutes in the break room while there's a lull in the action. Ashley and I will handle things for now, and she can swap off when you come back. Do they ever get, like, breaks? Make sure they're getting breaks.
When you're working, they're on break. It's a small arcade. Only one person needs to work at a time.
Okay. Percy ducks out of the conversation without actually moving anywhere, refocusing on his game. I could use a few minutes, yeah. Thanks, Gavin. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Love, I slip away, headed for the employee lounge. That didn't happen.
Nope, that's it.
Some hours later, from the cars pulling up in the parking lot, looks like the party's over! It's just about closing time for the arcade, anyway. Most of the gamers have filed out by now, and they hadn't already fled the tidal wave of kitties. Some of them stayed. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin to finish up my employment paperwork, but that can wait. I don't need gainful employment or a contract. I just did this out of the kindness of my heart.
Well, and it's in this future, this fictional future, you just trust that people will pay you. Gavin's tapping at his tablet and frowning. Let's find out why. Ashley's quietly repairing her costume. Maybe she could use company. Naomi's trying to pry gum out of a coin slot and looks ready to cry. Queen Bee's packing up her gear, ready to go home. Teo's cooling down with some Fast Cars 5 before the day's through. Percy's finally finished his Moopy game and is ready to leave. All right, Teo. Hey, boy!
I've mostly seen Teo busting a groove on Showtime stage, but currently he's chilling with some Fast Cars. I really like Fast and the Furious jokes, and that just really reminds me of
Fast Cars 5.
Fast Cars 5. Initial D.
This time, faster cars.
This time, more I Was Born for Burning, and Eurobeat. As I approach, he seems pretty relaxed, reclining back into the seat. He's
chilling,
like,
chilling.
Hey, mamacita! No Last Dance to end the night.
Nah, I've decided I've danced so much today my legs feel like jelly. Feel these legs, feel these massive thighs, feel them, feel them, feel them. And jelly legs mean I gotta rest these calves, feel these calves, feel them. And don't actually feel my calves. And try my hand at some other games. Fast Cars 5.
So this happened to me last Saturday. Dad dropped me off at the arcade.
Me. That's me. I'm Dad.
The barcade, and I was there for a while, and I
Cobra
played DDR.
Arcade Bar.
Yeah, Cobra Arcade Bar. Please at them and tell them to turn down the volume on the pinball machines and turn up the volume on the DDR Extreme.
And turn down their shitty Spotify playlist.
It's not even the Spotify playlist. It's literally the pinball machine right next to it. It's so freaking loud.
I'll just unplug it next time.
Anytime someone's playing it, it's just so loud you can't hear anything. Like, it wasn't that bad that time. But yeah, I played 10 rounds and I'm dying.
I don't think I've played since I got that AAA. I think I just stopped. And I was like, I got the AAA, I'm done.
You got the AAA, that's all I wanted. Do you play Fast Cars 5 much then?
Not really. In fact, I actually hate driving. It all happened because I had a car accident when I was a little kid and I saw my mom almost die. It's okay, she's been in a wheelchair ever since, which is part of the reason why I play this dancing game. But since I was over here earlier, I figured I should give it a try.
To just admit, you want to sit down.
Nah.
The racing games have seats.
Nah.
And how is it?
It's okay, I guess.
How come none of the guys who played DDR when I was a kid were ripped like this?
I was ripped like that.
No, you weren't.
Okay, you're right.
You were like a twig man.
I was like 7
You were
pounds.
a scarecrow.
I was. A scarecrow who played DDR in a hoodie, regardless of the year.
He had bangs longer than mine.
I had very long hair. Rip hair.
Aw, okay. It's no Showtime stage, huh? Search your heart, Speed Racer.
Trademark.
Just okay, that's it. I could tell your heart just isn't in Fast Cars 5 like it's in Showtime stage.
That's right. Truth. But I'll gladly remove my heart from the stage so we could belong to you, mamacita.
Oh, this guy's pretty easy. Yeah, tú sabes, papi. Damn!
I kid. I'm kidding. Do you want to have a kid?
No.
But Fast Cars 5 doesn't make my blood pump like Showtime stage does, mama. There's so little movement in a racing game. It's just like meow, 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 meow.
This is like my ankles.
As you probably realize, I need a lot of physical activity. Dancing games differ vastly from racing games, and the community surrounding them too. Like dancing game people like to fuck, am I right? And Fast Cars 5 people like to speed away from their problems. I don't know how many. There's a, what do Gansing game people like to fuck? I don't know.
Well, okay,
I was not part of that.
So here's the thing: like the racing game community and the dance game community overlap heavily. Communities.
Yeah, all of us who enjoy the same game come together to play, talk, and appreciate each other's company.
Oh my God, this is literally how we met.
This is how we met.
This is literally how we met. We were part of the
DDR community. So, DDR Freak with the message boards of DDR Freak.
So in 2005, I started going to raves, and I have kind of attended them since. But it'd be weird because like sometimes, like in my 20s and stuff, I'd meet people, and they'd talk about in high school they used to go to raves and shit. Like they'd sneak out and they'd go map points, and it was like a long time ago. They're a little bit older than me. I said. And once, it's happened multiple times, I said, oh, when I was in high school, I was in the DDR community. And they're like, what's that? I was like, the Dance Dance Revolution community. And like, they'll just laugh at me. They'll just be like, ah! And I was like, wait, what? And they're like, the DDR community? I'm like, what? They're like, there's a community? I'm like, yeah. we all like played this game together. And like, people think it's really weird. That's like not a thing.
A lot of people like to get sweaty. People when I tell people, I'm like, oh yeah, I met like my first 3 or 4 girlfriends from DDR. Like, what? How?
So that's why this game is interesting to me because from like the first 6 or so boyfriends, 7 maybe, were just from arcades because you go to the arcade and you're like, well, there's boys here. Which boy would you like to pursue? And it's literally like a dating game because it's like you can put in some time here and put in some time there and then basically like get to know everyone. And quite honestly, it's like...
Is that how dating works? I've never done that properly.
Well, and like all my friends did this. And then like you don't hit it off with someone else will damn. Like me and my friends have all dated the same guys. All of my friends are guys, so you can get around in the dancing community.
Definitely.
Very bisexual.
I did not do that. I was like, listen, I'm just here to dance.
You have like 3 dance game girlfriends.
No, I did, but that's because they were like, do you need a player too? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Flip my hair that I had back then.
No, like, it's...
No, I would just walk up to them before... It was before mansplaining had a word, and I'd be like, let me explain to you how Dance Dance Revolution works.
And you know what's terrible is, like, at a certain point, I was like, I should probably meet people from, I don't know, the rave scene or just somewhere else, college, and, like, that was always terrible. Like, the best ones were people I met from ddrfreak.com and, like... other Bomani websites, like dance game, music game websites, like those ones worked out pretty well. All the people I dated here ended up going to prison, being heroin addicts or abusive or some crazy shit. And it's
the
like
Fast Cars 5 people. Those are more Fast Cars 5 people.
Those were like
Fast Drugs 5.
Those were like what's some fucking normie ass shit?
Call of Duty?
No, like I'm thinking like an arcade center. These are like pinball guys, basically.
Okay,
pinball guys.
Our Showtime stage group meets 5 times a week, and it's always a blast. There's dancing, funky beats, sweating, glistening, perspiring, heavy breathing. What more could you ask for?
A towel, maybe?
Oh, shit.
Get me a towel. Is this a Homestuck reference? No.
I always bring an extra or 2 for newcomers.
Dude, that was a thing.
Come again.
I
remember people would bring a towel for the 2DX machine because it would be there to like...
Miss my youth.
We're still in our youth. 30's youthful.
Let's go to
there are several gaming communities that frequent here. You'll meet them all eventually.
Ooh, I hope that's in the full game.
If you want to not go to work today, we can go to Cobra.
You have rehearsals. As exciting as that sounds, I'm worried about how much attending I can manage with a whole crowd of gamers.
Oh, shit.
How big are we talking here? Like, breaking fire codes big?
Would you minor in fire codes?
I did.
Well, that depends on if you're looking at the city level, the state level, or country-wide level.
Catch us at Raj of the Garage in December in Ohio.
Raj of the Garage.
I'm definitely going. He might.
I'll probably be there unless I have a show. I'm happy to report that Funplex has one of the biggest Showtime stage communities in the country.
This is like the round one.
But don't worry, we aren't a very rowdy bunch.
This is
just a very smelly bunch.
No Tampopo arcade here.
Well, maybe we're a little rowdy in the sack. But if you ever need us to settle down and get married, just ask.
That's also very realistic. If you look at the people that we saw get rowdy in our youths when we went to tournaments, a lot of those people are like married and shit now.
I'll be your genie. Just rub me, just rub me, just rub me, and your wish will be my command. Command.
Right now, all I wish for is a nice hot bath and a long sit in my favorite comfy chair.
With you.
I'm pooped.
With you. You've earned a nice relaxing evening. From what I saw, you worked your buns off.
Don't
but
talk
not
about
too
my
far.
buns. I'm just trying to work here.
Buns. I'm not trying to objectify you. I'm just saying that you look like you got dad ass. But whatever dad ass is, it looks like it would be adequate for ass things. Whatever those may be. Where are you going?
Thank you. I just hope my buns are still firmly attached. I don't know what I'd do if I lost my buns.
I'm sure they'll show up behind you, bada bing. But if you ever need to decide, I'll start the line over again. I'm sure they'll show up behind you, but if you ever decide you need to shake those buns, you should join me up on the stage, the Showtime stage, which is also what I call my bedroom. Bada bing, bada bing.
Maybe one day.
My mattress is memory foam, because I'll never forget you, babe. I'll hold you to that, Juli. Anyway, it's been real, it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. I need to consume some food before I fall over into your face with my face. That's called a kiss. I'll catch you on the flippity dip side. Yip, yip, yip.
Taylor jumps off out of the Fast Cars 5 console and smiles to me as he wanders his way out of the Funplex.
He should have his own theme music.
He should. They should... Okay, here's some official feedback. You should, like... Look, we need, like, a Naoki-esque song. Like, go DDR. Like, go on YouTube and be like, DDR Naoki. Pick one of those and then have someone make a sound alike of that. And that should be his theme music. That was just my first day. Oh, it's over. Little did I know what would come after that. Haunted arcades, crowded game conventions, cosplay craziness, and cutthroat tournament competition. Not to mention the one rival who was waiting in the wings to swoop in and destroy the Funplex once and for all. David Busters! He already spoiled it in the team chat. Steam chat. Whatever this is. Are you looking at... This is some Naoki.
I got red zone, so imagine...
Oh, yes.
I'm just going to start in the middle. So imagine if...
it has shining cars of your dreams.
If Teo was, soon as he, like, sauntered up or, like, just kind of side-wiped over... Oh, yeah. So here, you want to hit play? Just hit play whenever you want.
As soon as he comes over...
He comes over and he's like... What's up? My name's Teo, I play Showtime stage. I'm gonna go ahead and romance the shit out of you. Look at these thighs, touch my knees, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Yeah!
We don't own the rights to this music.
We don't own the rights. Turn it off. That's too long.
Okay.
We're gonna get banned. We're banned.
Ah!
No, we have like 4 viewers. We're not gonna get banned. That's right.
Alright, David Buster's gonna kill us. Anyway, so is this arcade seriously my dream job? Go with the flow is my usual approach to things, and the arcade job is no exception. Just run with it. See what happens. Let what will be. Good days, bad days, I'm willing to ride them all out. I'm willing to see what my future holds. Wouldn't you want to do the same? Not really, but, I mean, that's a personal problem. It's not the game's fault.
And that's the demo of Arcade Spirits. She could sound more like a robot.
And that's the demo of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you.
That's terrifying.
I don't like that.
No. And that's the demo of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you! Oh. Now, let's see your scores.
Looks like you and Ashley are having some good times. Personality's full of guts. Strong guts.
You gonna get up in them guts? Oh, is that what the star is guts?
I guess.
It should be labeled at this point. Finally, you've scored with all of these people. You've scored 1,550 points. I wasn't done reading.
Sorry,
Hope you had a fun time. Hope you had fun. Oh, and if you Let's Played this game, let us know. We'd love to watch your video, which you already are. Thanks, Two Flower.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing Arcade Spirits, and I hope to see you again in the full game. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. 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 Design your own character. Build relationships with 7 romanceable characters. Grow your personality through role-playing choices. Your decisions affect the future of your arcade. Coming in 2019 for Windows, Mac, and Linux. www.arcadespirits.com/I didn't get the rest of that thing.
Sorry.
Game over. For real this time. Thank you for playing. Continue.